Hello Pisces and welcome to your Astroflower reading. This is going to be a reading for the 21st to the 28th. This is going to be in two parts. The first part we're going to be going into how the cards are affected by the elements and the qualities within your Astroflower. If you want to know about the Astroflower, there's plenty of links below. You will also find a link to your Astroflower, an image where you'll be able to see the elements and the qualities within your Astroflower. We're going to do all 10 petals. Let's see how we're going on. So, sitting within your power with a fair exchange, biding your time, coming up to your birthday, so you're in your spiritual sort of sense of things, on your material path, allowing things just to flow through you, just to flow through. That's all you're supposed to be doing at the moment on the physical front until your birthday. And let's see how this affects on the spiritual side. Nice card with an Ace of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles, sorry. So things should be coming a little bit more sort of solid and concrete within your place. And understanding, this is where you're coming up to your birthday. So you should be able to start understanding how you can put your new spiritual path into place, which would be really good. Nice reading, actually, you've had some good reading, Pisces. You've been doing some good work by the looks of things, by the way, Pisces. I've got to say it. Okay. This is understandable, this card here. Yeah. And I don't think it pertains to money because it's in the middle of you. So it's what's going through in your being, your energy, your being at the moment. And it is the Five of Pentacles. Now, the Five of Pentacles, they sort of feel like they've been shut out, let down, or stuff like that. But if you look carefully, she's actually got a key behind her. She can actually get into that door. Or, it's not gender specific and stuff like that. But it tends to sort of the financial loss. But I think it's more of a case of you're coming to the end of your journey for the year. You're coming into the coming week, coming year of your birthday. And at that point there, the energy will pick back up within you. And you might feel yourself a little bit tired. So be easy on yourself at the moment. Just take it easy. And I think we can see that with the Six of Swords here. On the physical side, you should know what you want to be doing next year, what activities you want to be doing, what job you want to be doing, where you want to be. Everything like that should have been worked out within you in the month previous. And it's sort of giving you that passage to go from the old year to the new for you guys. So what do we have here on the spiritual sort of side? Let's go into this sort of side first, because this is what is probably going to be concerning you the most. You've got the universe here saying to you, protect yourself, but not protect yourself from evil spirits and stuff like that, but protect yourself, but in a way of not allowing yourself to get pulled off into so many different directions. Concentrate on where you're going, concentrate on that inner light within you. And your karmic path is to understand that even on the spiritual path, there is a fair exchange between people. You can't just give over your emotions to other people or couples or new love or family or community without realizing that that is a two-way street. It's got to go both ways. It's got to be Exipop, I forgot what it is, but it's got to go two ways, these emotions. And understanding that is what you should be doing in this last month before your birthday, as you set up what spiritually and emotionally you want to experience after your birthday. And your guides are trying to, so you do a bit of protection. That's what the universe is asking you to do. Just make sure you concentrate on yourself for the moment and make sure that there's a fair exchange. So you don't get caught up in sort of mad stuff with the rest of the world emotionally. And your guides are trying to manifest this by sort of through understanding and real practical understanding, because this Queen of Pentacles, she's sitting at the base of the tree of knowledge, the tree of understanding. She's also got the tree of understanding in her head. So she's actually reflecting that Empress card on that side. And she's trying to sort of say to you, you've got this. You could be sitting beautifully in your power after your birthday if you just apply yourself a little bit within the world and make sure that fair exchange happens. Because on top of that, you've got your guides trying to help you with that conversation on the subconscious level underneath. And that is where the Hierophant comes out. Now, the Hierophant is understood. He's done a journey. So this is coming to the end of a journey in a way. You've come to the end of the journey of this year, and you're coming into your new year. And through that straight understanding of your past, you should be able to get to that star, which is above. Yeah, wishes. And that will probably come out in the next 2 weeks, I would have thought. I would be surprised if we don't see that card in the next 2 weeks within your readings, the star card. And that's what they're trying to sort of reassure your emotional sort of side. On the base of this, and you do have a lot of water and fire at your base at the moment, in your petal, in your flower. And that can be very conflictual, but it can actually be very soothing, warm waters, saunas, and etc. And it's asking you, it's saying, so there is a fair exchange. This has to be on an emotional level, but also on a passionate level with the world as around you. That's the sort of thing, that's the sort of things you should be looking at this week in the world around you. On this card here, you have that water and that fire at the base, but above it, you have the earth, the fixed earth, with your mutable water that goes across the top of it. Now, that's sort of saying on that front that that fair exchange should be resonated in acts that are concrete, that are acts of love and passion between two people, or love and passion between a community, of a family, or just that sort of thing, of the people who are around you. And it should be very productive for you. You can try things out at the moment, and trying things out will give you that understanding and that judgment, or that law and precision of the Hermit card, which will bring you onto the pure light. Because at the base of the Hermit card, you've got fixed air and fixed earth. So it's fixed ideas, of mental ideas of how things should be. But above it, you've got that cardinal fire that comes out. And there's a lot of fire in Pisces. You know, you are a water sign, but you've got a lot of fire. And that will sort of kind of saying you want those emotions and those passions in the future directed to your wishes. And that's what you want to be doing, is passionately directing your emotional and spiritual side of your life through to your wishes and desires in the coming future. And look at that for that. You've got the Ace of Cups at the top. Expression of your love, the showing your just pure happiness of being where you are and who you are. That's what it's trying to sort of encourage you to do in your everyday life. And that should be that is where you're going to see that fair exchange between you and the other people around you, of offering your heart out and see what comes back. On the material side, as I say, you should have done this 2 months before your birthday, working out how you want to be, what job you want to be doing and everything like that, where to be physically. You still have on the universe is trying to sort of say, get ready to start manifesting this. Get ready to sort of put in the magic in place, which you should have already decided within you. And when you start your birthday, that's the moment you can then actually physically start booking up that holiday, booking up that restaurant, booking up that workshop you want to do and stuff like that, to try and manifest that future path for you. And physically, and this is where I think it's tied into this, where it's a little bit sort of, you might be just tired, where you come to the end of the journey for the year and you want the new year to come on. Just allow yourself to flow through. Allow your karmic path of what you've already set up, just allow it to go through by itself. And your guides are sort of saying, hang true, hang strong in adversities. Just, you might have the lion at your back in a bad way, But this is sort of saying, because of your inner strength of just letting things flow through, you will be the master of your destination. And the other part of your guides, where they're trying to encourage that conversation within you, they're sort of saying to you, now let's marry the physical side of your life to your emotional side of your life. So you're tying in to your emotions on your spiritual side of life, your physical aspects for the next coming year. Really good reading here. At the base here, as I say, you've got fire and water coming up, and that's those passions that makes you very passionate about the activities you do. But on here, you've got mutable water and mutable air. So it's mentally testing things, seeing how you can manifest things in the coming future. That's what the universe is trying to sort of say to you. At the base of this card, you've got fire and air, very passionate, really fiery, going on. But then you've got mutable water and cardinal earth going up there, which is very productive. So you can, a very good instigator of plans of getting, or projects and stuff like that. And that's what it's asking you to sort of, your guides are sort of preparing it all in the background. And you've got to allow that passage to carry you through in order to get there. And then you can then work out physically, how can I put my material world inside my spiritual world? And it should be fun. It should be a great laugh. And with this side and this card here, you've got cardinal fire, cardinal earth. So constant passion of going forward in your life. When you start a project, you like to sort of try and push it through as much as possible. On this section here, as you can well see, there's fixed earth coming through and cardinal fire. So you have that cardinal fire pushing you through, but mentally it needs to be constant. Mentally it needs to be clear. And above that card there, you've got the Ace of Cups. You've got that mutable water. So it's asking you to put out there, as I said earlier on, your emotions, your love and stuff like that, and see what comes back. And that will help you give clarity to all of those sort of sides. Okay? So there you go, Pisces. It will be affected by the elements from the sun, how it is interacting with the planets. So please go over to Cymatic TV if you want to see. This week we've had a lot of coronal holes come through, which has been working those sort of plans between the guides, basically, because that's where you got your Earth. But also we've had that fire moon, which is, not a fire moon, but Leo moon, sorry. And it's been very sharp, this moon at the moment. Full moon is coming through. So might make you a little bit more sort of passionate and stuff like that. So that was part 1. Part 2 will be linked in the comment section below the moment it's uploaded. And if not, if you subscribe and click the bell, you'll get notifications on that. But let's just have a little bit of a tease and see how it's coming up. 5 of Swords. So, headaches. How are you going to get over those headaches? I'll see you in part 2. In the meantime, Pisces, don't forget, life should be fun. So please do enjoy.